Good morning, boys. New lowest weigh-in today, 91.8 kilos. That's amazing. I've been waking up at 92 on the dot for the last, I think, 2 or 3 days. And I was like, literally, I woke up, get on the scale, 92. What? Okay, cool. Get up on the scale, 92. How is that possible? Get up on the scale, 92. How many days does it take for me to drop that, like have some variance? I literally woke up at 92, exactly on the dot for like 3 days in a row. I was like, how is this even possible? Anyways, woke up today, step on the scale, 91.8, which is good. That's what I want to hear, because that means, as always, you see something that you haven't seen before. I've reached new lows, which means whatever I'm doing is working, which means whatever I'm doing is going to bring me the results that I'm looking for. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe right now so you don't miss out on future videos, because you want to be watching the videos, I want to be watching the videos. I'm putting a post them daily. We're going to have this little exchange going on. Today is a leg day, which I'm really excited about, because you on the channel haven't seen what the leg day looks like, the updated one. I've changed up machines, so I used to do hack squats, then I did a Smith machine squats for a little bit, but now, because there's a really amazing machine at the gym, I use that instead, and I've wanted to use that machine forever, and it literally just so happened that the owner of the gym actually bought it, just like out of the blue, and I was like, wow, that's sick, because it's the perfect machine for legs. I think there's literally, in my opinion, nothing better, because of the way it's loaded, because of the way it feels, the fatigue that it brings about just to the quads, and like you can manipulate your body in order to lift how you please, is amazing. So I'm going to show you that, and then I'm going to show you the entire leg day, but it's well worth using that machine. If you have it at your gym or near a gym, it's well worth using. But I think it's better than a hack squat. I feel personally like the fatigue systemically is less, in the muscle is more, and it's very enjoyable to do. What more can you want from an exercise? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's perfect. I'm gonna get some breakfast cooking, same as yesterday, so I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm doing, and see you in a sec. I hope you subscribed, like I said, to the channel. It's just down below. Don't be silly, just do it. See you in a sec. So, in that case, breakfast is as follows. 1 bagel, 15 grams of Nutella, 2 pieces of toast with 10 grams of jam on each toast, 5 pieces of turkey bacon. Now, I'm having 2,600 calories a day, and because it is still working, and because I just had a new lowest weigh-in, I'm not doing anything else, right? I'm gonna stick exactly to those calories, because I can milk it for longer. And if I can milk it for longer, I will. So what you should do on a cut is lower your calories to whatever you're comfortable. Milk that for as long as you can, right? There's gonna come a point where your weight loss stalls for about a week, right? I would say a week is a good time. So you weigh yourself every day. If for a week, the scale doesn't budge, you don't hit a new low weigh-in, nothing, lower your calories. I would opt for lowering your calories by a small amount from that point. So 100, 200 calories is gonna be enough to move the needle. So whatever you do that. Give it a good few days, see if your scale weight moves. It will, right? You milk that for as long as you can. Then you're gonna get to a point where you're eating so little food that you're like, okay, I can't do this anymore. This is as low as I'm willing to go. Now, there are other things you can do. You can throw in steps, which is extremely low intensity. Say you aim for like 10,000 steps every day. That's like an hour and a bit of walking, I'm pretty sure. Bosh, right? That's you get some activity going. Then you can throw in some cardio. Cardio once a day, say in the morning before you go to school, work, whatever, or after your training. And then when you get really deep, you increase that amount of time, or you add another session of cardio. And then at that point, you're gonna be so shredded that you're gonna be like on the brink of death and you won't know what to do. And that's basically how you cut. It's a really simple process, but it's not easy, right? If it was easy, everybody would do it. If it was easy, everybody would be shredded. If it was easy, everybody would be like a 300-pound bulked up monster. It's like, it's a simple process, but the difficult part is actually doing it. You need to make sure that whatever you're doing, whether you're bulking or cutting, you make the job as easy as possible for yourself by preparing all the time and just staying on track wherever you can, however you can, and finding all the little hacks that you can to make your life easier. All right, my thing just beeped, didn't it? So I'm gonna grab my food, but I'll see you guys in a second. Got a jug of water, gonna crack that, and then omega-3s and D3 as the supplements as well. That's it, in a sec. Me and leg training have fallen out a bit, you know? So I used to really love leg training. That used to be my favorite day. But the reason is because I used to barbell squat. Now, I don't anymore. Is there any reason for it? Not really. But there is a little bit as well, because at that gym, I would barbell squat. I'd have to face the mirror, and I don't want to face the mirror. And if I want to face the other way, I'd have to walk it out forward, right? Have you ever walked a squat out forward? Neither have I. It's been like nearly a decade of lifting, and I'm like completely used to just unracking and then walking it back, right? That's like normal, right? Walking it forward feels like it's gonna be difficult and weird and really strange, so don't wanna do that. And also, like, over time, I've been like, my legs are so, like, they're still, even after like a year and a bit of like ignoring them more or less, and bulking and trying my best to like bring up my bench and doing everything for my upper body, they're still miles ahead of my upper body, which is just absolutely ridiculous. So I just sort of do, nowadays, I just sort of do a bit of hypertrophy work for them, try to maintain them. They do maintain. I swear my legs will maintain if I do like 3 leg extensions, and they'll just stay the same size. I don't push my legs as much as I push anything else, but that also allows me to have more recovery space, energy, and power everywhere else. So because I take it easy on legs, it's almost like a half training day. I still go in and train hard, don't get me wrong, I just don't do as many sets, which means I have more total sets in the tank to recover for like my biceps, my shoulders, my chest, stuff like that. So if you do have a body part that's extremely far ahead, for some people it's literally like, some people just have mad arms, right? If your arms are huge and your chest is lacking, there is nothing wrong with just doing a couple of sets of bis, couple of sets of tries, doing the bare minimum, right? Because it only takes about a third of the volume, like to grow, third of the grow volume to maintain, right? So you can do a set or 2 and be chilling, right? Like per session. And then you have more space to actually work on stuff that you need to work on. So on your push day, instead of doing 3 sets of triceps, you go in, you do 1 set of triceps, but now because of that, you're able to do an extra set of chest, right? Or maybe not even an extra set, but you're able to have more energy for the sets that you do, which means more growth. Cheers. You see what I'm saying? So if you have body parts that are very far ahead, it's okay to slack on them, maintain them, and then grow the stuff that you need to do. Because ultimately, all you're trying to do is grow the physique that you're gonna love, right? If in your eyes, say your chest is too big, or your arms are too big, or whatever, like, can arms be too big? Then you can just cut back on whatever you want and build your perfect physique. It doesn't have to be the perfect physique in the eyes of the public, or the perfect physique in the eyes of your girlfriend, or whatever. You know what you want to look like, so work on the stuff that you want to work on to look the way you want to. Fuck. Sounds like I'm waffling. I swear I'm spitting facts, bro. This is gonna hit me like a ton of bricks because it's been ages since I ate. My stomach's empty. I need to poop, and then we're gonna go lift. All right? It's gonna be a good lift. Let's go. I've been feeling super cracked when I leave the house recently, so I thought, you know what's like a good crackhead activity? Well, like spinning your jaw, right? Gurning. So I thought, get some gum and just chew like a maniac. When we sit in the car, Lucy's gonna hear it all the times, even though I don't chew with my mouth open because I'm not 3 years old with no IQ. I see people all the time, by the way, like on videos or in public. They sit there, they eat. Sorry. My mum would literally slap me across the face if I was chewing my mouth open.
My mum.
Literally.
Close your mouth.
I know it's like child abuse and whatever, but my mum would literally slap me in the face.
Also same with like mouth breathing. If my mouth was ever like hanging open, even ever so slightly, my mum would be like, close your mouth, you're catching flies.
Yeah.
Fuming.
You just shouldn't chew with your mouth open.
And that's why I've got such a developed
You sound like
It's gross.
Let's just not even continue.
It's
just don't chew with your mouth open.
And also,
disgusting.
Like, if you're sitting at a table with like a bunch of people and someone's just sat there like with like sauce all over their like fingers, mouth, and just chewing with their mouth open, it's so off-putting.
Get a grip, mate.
Yeah, it's gross.
All right. On that note, let's go lift. All right. Oh my fucking god.
Guys,
I thought I crashed. Right. There's a corner. I take it. It's like coming from motorway. Right, carriageway, dual carriageway, motorway, fucking, you know what I mean? I take it at like full speed every time, like literally 70 miles an hour, like around the corner, because I'm like, oh, this is sick. I'm like,
a full bend.
It's like a full bend, right? And literally, I was taking it at full speed, like, okay, I'm stupid, I know. But I take it at full speed because I'm having fun. Literally, lorry, right there, never seen a lorry there. Never ever, not even a car. It was so deep, there must have been like 5 cars chilling there. Yeah. And I take it at full speed and I was like, oh my god, there's a car. Brake as hard as I can. I managed to squeeze in between like my car managed to squeeze in the sides, managed to squeeze in between the edge of the lorry and the pavement, and I just barely got away.
I was 100%
without scratching. I was 100% convinced that I scratched the shit.
100% convinced that the like little bit of metal in the lorry scratched the car.
By the way,
I thought that was it. Like I was like, oh, that's it, we're crashing. Like there was no way we wouldn't have crashed.
Yeah.
Like in my mind.
That was we both realised that nothing happened. Like, that was great. That was a great experience.
We're like both ready to go train now.
Near death.
Let's go, guys.
That was really good.
Woo!
All right. Let's get lifting. That was fucking Jesus Christ. That was gonna be my insurance, my car, my everything gone. Bosh. And my girlfriend.
Yeah, probably. It was on my side, so.
Yeah, anyways, let's go. This is the gas machine I'm talking about. I'm talking about a belt squat. Reason being, because I've tried Smith machine squats, I've tried hack squats, I've tried barbell squats and stuff like that, and for purely bodybuilding, like just thinking about like how do I isolate my legs to my best ability, this has been the best thing, because when I use a hack squat, I've noticed that because I'm a little bit wonky, there's like pressure on my left trap more than my right, and then I feel some niggles in my shoulder, and I'm just like, nah, it's just not worth it, mate. So this belt squat feels like a high bar barbell squat, minus the lower back involvement, minus the ab involvement. All you're doing is literally just, as long as you're in balance, all I'm doing is just bending my knee, going down as low as I can, and then coming back up. And you can take a nice narrow stance, really get some good knee extension, some really fucking like, huge stretch. It's amazing. I'm telling you, if you have the ability to use a belt squat or something similar, give it a go, mate. Give it a go because it just removes everything. It removes abs and everything else. It feels like $1 million on your knees as well because the squat is a natural pattern and it's just really nice. And on this machine as well, because there's obviously you've got like, you can see me holding on, right? You can like manipulate your body in a way where you're leaning forward to get more emphasis on your quads, to get more stretch in your quads, because your whole body's forward. You put all of your weight. It's almost like there's like nothing like it, and I've been so annoyed, like over time, trying to find something to do, because the hack squats didn't feel as good. And there is a machine here in my gym that's a V squat, and it's hip loaded, but it's nothing like this. And I'm gassing this up so much, but I swear to you, mate, this is the bee's knees. So if you have one, give it a go. I did 3 sets of 20 reps, I think. It was like light. It wasn't like not. I wouldn't say that was like I'm not trying to progress on it. I'm not trying to really just fry my legs. I'm just trying to maintain. I've told you that already. Then I moved on to doing 4 sets of hamstring curls. That's what I do for hamstrings. Just 4 sets of hamstring curls. I take those to failure, so I do sets of anywhere between like 12 and 15. Take it to failure. If I am able to get another rep at the end, I didn't do well enough. So the whole point is like bang, 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 until I can't move anymore. And I just like to treat it like the same way as a bicep curl, right? Think of your knee as the joint, and you're trying not to do anything apart from just move your hamstring up. You're trying to contract the hamstring, like that, right? Like just like a bicep. In the same way that a quad is like a tricep, hamstring is like a bicep. It's literally the same thing. So I did 4 sets of that. That's really good. Really like this hoist machine because it sort of moves with you like this. Like as you can see, as I go up, the machine sort of tilts forward like this, allowing you to like get a nice fucking contraction. And I also use a new machine here, which was a prime leg extension, which is really good. We have this hammer strength leg extension, and it's all right, but for some reason this, like the pad is more comfortable, the seat is like deeper and more at an angle. I felt like I was able to contract harder at the top and get more of a stretch at the bottom, which like what else can you fucking ask for from a machine, mate? And you can also load up different points of the machine, so you can have like at the contraction for it to be the heaviest, at the stretch to be the heaviest. I just loaded up in the middle because I wanted to have a go, but what I'm going to start doing is loading it up in the stretch position, because I've told you this before, the stretch position is the most hypertrophic part of the movement, right? Like the eccentric and the deepest stretch is where most of like damage happens, the stimulus happens. So that's where you want your weight to be the heaviest. You're not going to be able to use as much weight that way, but that's where it's the strong. That's where you get the most benefit from your training. So that's what I'm going to do. I did 3 sets of I think 15 to 20, and that was it. That was my leg day.
Look at this goofy R track. Look at this goofy Chinese looking goofy little track.
This guy's at the gym every day. I want to know whose it is.
Jeez.
I want mine.
Look at that. That's crazy. Have you seen those videos of like that cheapest Chinese truck that you can buy? Like, I've seen a few YouTube videos. It's like the cheapest Chinese truck. It weighs like nothing. They can like brakes after like 2 kilometers driven. One of those. Yeah, that looks like one of those. What are you talking about?
What?
Cardboard car?
Yeah, have you ever seen them? Like seriously, they're like little cars that you can, I think you can, it's in like Germany or Switzerland, you can like order them and drive around in a little cardboard car.
Cardboard?
Like cardboard, yeah, like paper. Like thick paper.
Cap.
Not cap.
Impossible.
I saw a video on it.
Lucy's like sniffing cocaine or something, mate.
I don't do that.
Anyways, we're gonna go Nando's, standard rotation. There's a possibility of us going on the piss. So,
hey,
woo,
let's go.
Woo.
Hey.
So we're gonna go Nando's. Probably see you there. The session was fucking insanely alright, actually. That's about
This guy kept on walking around.
I'm always in a good mood, but I'm just like, so it was insane. Then I'm like, actually, was it? Not really, but like,
No,
I feel great.
You
so.
were, yeah, I was gonna say you were in a good mood, but you were like,
Yeah.
nah, I don't really care about this too much.
I don't care about the legs too much.
He was like yapping in my ear the whole time.
Yeah, I was like trying to kill time. Anyways, alright, we'll see you in a bit. It's raining!
Awesome.
Yo. Alright, it's looking a little bit different than yesterday. Yesterday I had chicken breast. Today I just decided, I was like, why not just go for half chicken? I'm starving out of my mind. So, 2 broccolis. This is only like 600 calories by the way, so like 2 broccolis is like, I don't know, like 30 calories each. I think I count it still, but it's like 30 calories each. And then half chicken, which is like
realistically like a fucking measly amount of food, but it's better than just like chicken butterfly. The chicken butterfly is like 3-4 bites. This is actually like something you can dig into, something you can like, I feel like with a half a chicken, because you have to like scavenge the food out of the bones, at least you get some sort of like feeling of eating for a longer time, as opposed to just like digging a fork in and slamming it down. You feel what I'm saying? So that's 600 calories. Calories and macros questionable. I don't know, like 50 grams of protein should be thereabouts. Broccoli for the health. I'm gonna be healthy one day. I'm gonna lather it in sauce. I'm also gonna have a Coke Zero. Lucy's staring at me waiting for me to finish talking, so what I'm gonna do is just eat, and that'll be that, and I'll see you guys in a sec. I'm gonna go see my friend because he needs to give me a haircut. He's a hairdresser, he's a really good hairdresser, so he's gonna give me a haircut because all these people that like the barbers and stuff, they can do fades and whatnot, right? But when it comes to like scissors, yeah, they're trash, and my friend is like, he knows what to do. So gonna go see him. Yeah, I should be looking good afterwards, but I'll see you guys in a sec. I got about like a 20-minute drive, so yeah, that's the update. My G's, love you.
Classic weigh-in, 92. My body just loves being 92 kilos, just loves being 92 kilos. Anyways, we went out, so last time you saw me was Friday. We went out on that Friday, rested all day Saturday, and it's now Sunday. I woke up yesterday, on Saturday, at 89.8 kilos, and I was like, wow, that's sick. But then obviously, I came to the realization, I went out drinking, dehydrated. But it's good to see that I was able to touch under 90 kilos, and I reckon we're gonna do today, tomorrow, the next day. So what are we looking at? On Monday, on Tuesday, potentially, gonna wake up at like 91, maybe 90.5 or something like that. Like I know my body, and I know that's gonna be the case. So just need a couple of days, gonna drop a bit of water weight, and it's gonna come. I'm really happy about that. But we're gonna do this video. We're gonna have 2 days instead of one on one video, right? And this day's gonna be a little bit different than the day before, because why not? If I just do the same video over and over and over again, I mean, it's alright, but it's not the best, so I'm just gonna try and mix it up for you guys. Anyways, I'm gonna cook breakfast. By the way, just have a look at this. If it doesn't look like two fucking students living with each other, we're not students anymore, but like, it just looks like a student house. Alright, I'll see you guys in a sec, after I cook breakfast. I thought I'd touch on the fact that I don't actually lower my calories on my rest days. I know a lot of people do, and I don't know why. Every time I've done a cut, I would never lower my calories on a rest day, because I just set my calories, say like right now they're at 2,600, and I have that on a training day and on a rest day. And if I am on a rest day, it's actually, I don't know what people are talking about. I have less appetite on a training day than I do on a rest day. On a rest day, I'm sitting around, I'm not really doing much. I don't go to the gym for like 2 hours, take loads of stimulants, and like blunt my appetite. So it's actually harder to stick to your calories on a rest day than it is on a training day. So a lot of people like to lower their calories. I don't know what the percentage is. If I was gonna lower my calories on a rest day, realistically, from 2,600, I would go down to about 2,300, and that is probably as low as I'm willing to go. I've always just had the same calories every single day, no matter what, and I've been pretty lean and I've been pretty shredded, so you should be fine. It's just like the idea is on a training day, obviously you're moving, you're training, you're burning calories, and on a rest day you're not. So you should not have those calories. But realistically, the amount of people that lower their calories by that such a huge amount, it doesn't even make sense, because you're not when you go to the gym, you're not burning 600 calories, you're not burning 500 calories, you're burning like a couple hundred, maybe that's it. Realistically, think about it, mate. You do a couple of sets, you do a few sets, and then you sit down, right? You're not constantly moving, your heart rate's not constantly elevated, your heart rate's probably elevated for about 2 minutes, and that is it, like per set, you know what I mean? Like before, during, and after, like it's 2 minutes. 2 minutes, how many sets do you do? 20, what, that's 40 minutes of moving. You're not gonna burn that many calories. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's not like you're doing like actual cardio, you're just maybe doing some curls, you know what I mean? So I just like to keep it simple. I don't like to stress over that stuff, because I know that on average, on a whole, throughout my weeks and months that I'm gonna be cutting or bulking, it all evens out and it just becomes nothing. So I just don't worry about it. But that's that. Push day today. Really excited. I'm gassed. Every time it comes around to a push day, because of like the few days of dieting, right? I'm like getting leaner and leaner, and on a push day, obviously you've got like the best pump, right? Like your shoulders and chest, and I don't really care about triceps, to be honest, but getting like a chest and shoulder pump, when you're leaner and leaner and leaner, it's just sick. You get to see like new cuts, you get to see new veins. It's just life to live, mate. A lot of you don't even relate with me when I'm cutting, because I know like probably about 99% of you, about 90% of you, probably 80 to 90% of you, are probably on a bulk, right? Because you're like me, you used to just like, you start off skinny, you need to get big, right? You're just on a bulk perpetually for like your whole life. But it's nice to cut sometimes. I prefer bulking, I think, to cutting. In general, just like feeling stronger, looking bigger, whatever. Like looking big, but like, bulking, it's nice to train. Cutting, it's nice to look. You know what I'm saying? And it's good to cut sometimes. It's good to cut sometimes. Don't just be like always in a bulk state, because you're gonna forget what it's like to even. It's like a different level of enjoyment. Like nowadays, I go to the gym, I train, and I'm like, oh wow. I turn around, I like flex, I'm like, oh, like all of the fucking training I did and everything that I've done. Like you can actually see it, and it's nice, right? You're like looking, you're like, oh wow, I look crisp, I look sweet, I look like swole and everything. Whereas when you're on a bulk, you're like, yeah, it feels nice to train, and it's great, and you're strong or whatever. But you look in the mirror, and you're like, you look like every fucking John, Dick, and Harry, because nobody's ever in shape. You know what I mean? What?
John, Dick, and Harry.
Oh, whatever. John, Dick, and Harry sounds just about as right. Anyways, gonna have a little bit of an overdrive. Should be coming. Restock's coming Friday this week, sometime late this week, something like that. I don't know. And my fucking, by the way, my t-shirts, yeah, they've been delivered into the UK. One of the parcels was delivered into the warehouse, and the other one is just stuck at customs. What? And then I had to like the FedEx emailed me, and they were like, your parcel is stuck at customs. We need this, and this, and this. I was like, Jesus Christ, I didn't know that you need all this stuff. They are asking for documents, numbers, reasons. Piss off, mate. Let me import my stuff and leave me alone. It's literally t-shirts. It's not fucking crack. Anyways, I get why they do it, but it's just annoying because I had to fill out all the forms and. It's a bit. Wow, what a session, by the way. I just kept going and going. I changed one of my chest exercises because it was taken, and I was like, wow, that's a blessing in disguise. Use that machine, never going back to a pec deck ever again. That hit my chest like nothing in my fucking entire life did. That was crazy. It was just like the way it just is. It's like the lateral raise, but it's literally just reverse, right? Like obviously it's like silly to say, but like bending over and just going like this. Crazy stuff. And I was looking like nice and full and round and leaner. And just day by day, everything's just getting better and better. What do you think, Lucy? How's yours?
Yeah,
Bro did like 30 minutes of cardio at the end.
Yeah, well, I didn't do cardio, just got my steps in, but I was just I was feeling a little bit on the weaker side today, but it's fine, I still got it all in.
Do you know what I've been thinking?
What?
I was just talking to Max, you know Maxi lifts, right? He said do prep, hop on stage in like 2 months.
Yeah, I think so. Why not?
Might as well. What do you think? Should I hop on stage?
Should we do it together and then break up because we'll be so annoyed with each other?
Yeah, I reckon I could hop on stage.
Yeah, I reckon so.
I've got alright like bodybuilding genetics. Like
Alright.
my genetics are alright.
I reckon the only thing that's lagging, like massively,
biceps.
is biceps.
Biceps,
That's
massive.
it. You know.
And I think if I did prep, I'd be able to connect with like a good few people, like do some posing, get some coach to teach me how to pose.
Yeah, make some
Maybe collab with some bodybuilders.
dope YouTube videos.
Yeah,
Also, look
sounds
at
like
this.
some-
Shall I
sounds
step
like
on
a plan.
stage?
Yeah, I reckon so. What even is bodybuilding for women? It's like figure, wellness.
I would want to do figure, but I reckon like realistically bikini. But then my glutes.
Yeah, your glutes
I'd
suck.
literally. By the way, I'd literally need to do upper glutes.
Lucy's got the worst glutes in the game.
I would need.
So like, it's my biceps, right?
Yeah.
It's like her glutes are like as bad as my biceps, and my biceps are in the gutters. So.
I reckon my glutes are a bit better than his
Alright,
biceps.
mate. Alright, mate. Let's go Nando's because that's the standard rotation. Not gonna go crazy on the food, so I have some more food later on. Looking swole, like actually swole as fuck. All right.
Thanks.
We'll see you guys on Nando's. What a day, mate. We go to Tesco literally every single day, yeah? Every single day, sometimes multiple times a day, and yet we still manage to fucking forget stuff every single day. How? Two little brain dead little apes
Well, we
I don't
always
know the thing about anything. Go on.
we park in Tesco's so we can go to Nando's because it's the closest car park to Nando's, and we need to pay £5 so we get free parking. So it kind of just works out that we forget stuff.
Yeah, we
you
just
know?
do every day, like forgetting stuff, and then like sometimes we even have to go to the shop later on in the day because we're like, oh,
Forgot that
of
one
course
thing.
I forgot like chicken. Like, because why would we need to remember chicken? Do you know what I mean?
Guys, I don't think I felt this hungry after a session yet. Like my stomach ever. Like I always feel a bit like wavy, a bit like I'm hungry. I could definitely eat. But like my stomach right now is empty, and it's like rumbling, and it's like I need food. That's like all I can think about right now.
Also, can you show them the video?
Oh my goodness! Yeah, look at this, guys.
Oh man, that's crazy.
I'm literally so shredded. I can't wait.
Can we get some food now?
Yeah, let's get some food.
Today's choice. I was gonna have a chicken butterfly, but I was like, you know what? It's only 600 calories. So I got half a chicken. Half a chicken, 2 broccolis. Barely any broccoli here, to be honest, but I just thought, I was like, I'm really hungry. It's been ages since we last ate. And then I've calculated like the rest of my day basically. I was like, I'm gonna have a stir fry, I'm gonna have some chicken, I'm gonna have some potatoes. So this is gonna fit in. I'm gonna enjoy this thoroughly, through and through. And that's gonna be it. That's 600 calories. That puts me at like 1,500, 1,400. So I've got like over 1,000 for the rest of the day. Easy work, mate, I'm telling you. Easy work. So I'm gonna have this. See you guys in a bit. That's gonna be the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave it a like, please subscribe. It's been 25 minutes and you're still here. If you're not subscribed, you're something else, mate, alright? But that is it. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one, which is gonna be tomorrow or the day after. I don't know, I guess I'll see. See you later, mate.